What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about Han being alive in Fast and Furious. So Fast 9, the trailer dropped just a few minutes ago, depending on how fast I can get this video out, and it's insanely exciting. The biggest thing, okay, the trailer was amazing. I was debating whether I would do like an analysis of the trailer or talk about something specific, and guess what? The trailer gave me something to talk about specific. Han's alive. Now, I don't want to go into, and I'm sure we can over the coming weeks, over the coming months before we get to Fast 9, how he could be back, how it's even possible, right? Giving people superpowers in the Fast universe without actually giving them superpowers. We can go down that rabbit hole, but honestly, Han being alive, firstly, let's just quickly say, it's the greatest thing ever. A lot of people had seen it coming. A lot of people had not necessarily seen it coming. We've all wanted him to return. There's been theories for years that he could return, that justice for Han was coming. Justin Lin, the director, had said that before. So there was lots of speculation that this would eventually happen, no matter what, right? So that's awesome. It's absolutely phenomenal that they found a way to bring him back. However they did, I'm sure we'll figure it out as well. We'll probably even figure it out before the movie comes out. But the biggest thing, and what I want to center this video around, is really what this means for the future. Now, depending on your opinion of Fast and Furious, I assume if you're watching this video, I'm going to be talking to you as if you're a fan. So if you came here to hate on Fast and Furious, I'm not directly talking to you. I'm talking to all the actual fans that care about the franchise. And here's what I'll say. Fast and Furious is a huge franchise. Fast and Furious is honestly building their kind of Avengers thing, right? Having Hobbs and Shaw go off on their own, and then eventually, which has not been confirmed but seems pretty darn likely at this point, to have them come back for Fast 10, having Charlize Theron's character team up now with John Cena's character, so having these villains start to develop more than one villain. And now they're bringing people back. So what does this mean for the future? It really does set up the stage for an Avengers-like thing. And honestly, there's one person, I kind of want to make it its own video, but I want to throw this out here. Gal Gadot needs to come back, okay? Her character needs to come back in this movie. She also, obviously, for all those who know, was killed off in Fast 6 along with Han. Absolutely necessary that she comes back at some point, hopefully, for Fast 10. To be quite honest, there's so many positives. Again, having an ensemble cast like they have, being able to bring back Paul Walker's character, even though I don't necessarily like that, and we don't know if it's going to, again, it hasn't officially been confirmed. There was a lot of reports that he will be in this movie. No matter what, though, you have the option to bring him back, using his brother, using, CG, however you want to do it. You can bring him back for Fast 9. You can bring him back for Fast 10, which I think they would. Honestly, I feel like they would do that. You bring back Han now. You bring back Hobbs and Shaw, who, again, they went on the hiatus. Whether or not that was part of the bigger plan, considering him and Vin Diesel had that, falling out, he could have been in this one, but what happened. He's not in it. He can be in Fast 10. So you're having all these characters come back, Hobbs and Shaw, Han, Brian. You have all of these characters returning. You have Jordana coming back as her character. So there's so many people coming back here and forming this team that the stage is completely set. To be honest with you, Han has been the person that everybody has wanted to come back and needs to come back, or at least justice for Han, all that kind of stuff. That was all talked about. That was all everybody was talking about. I think you need to bring back Gal Gadot. I think this is setting the stage for, again, Michelle Rodriguez even teased, I don't know what else you can do without going into sci-fi. It really is that where, Fast 9 and then leading into Fast 10 is going to be this thing where it's everybody comes back and somehow they can make it work just because, right? As long as you don't see the person gone, and they've confirmed in the movie that they're gone, I guess they're not ever truly gone, right? Nobody's ever truly gone. So this is, I don't know. I honestly don't even know what else to say about it. Kind of short video, but I love this. I love the idea of bringing him back. The negative, there's one negative, and this is it. But you can argue, and you can't even argue being a Fast fan. It's okay to be a Fast and Furious fan and argue with this in mind. It does soften and take away loss. Okay, it is a movie about family. It's a movie about coming together. It's a movie about diversity, all that kind of stuff. Again, not preaching it to you, but just showing you in the movie naturally. It's probably the best, in my opinion, franchise that's done something like that. And so all those positives, right? There's so many positives you can take from these movies. The action, the emotion, and there is genuine emotion, I believe, in these films. Bringing back Han is the first step of kind of letting that go, though, right? And that honestly could be a big thing, because if you're not afraid of characters to die, because they can just be brought back. And again, it's a little bit harder because we didn't necessarily see it. We didn't literally see it. We saw Shaw walk away from the car, which then blew up. But I guess we didn't see Han in the car blowing up. Like, we didn't see that shot. So it is a stretch, but it's not the biggest stretch in the world. It's not like if you shoot somebody in the head and they come back, that's like a supernatural or like sci-fi thing. So I get it. People can still die. And you also have to think that they do so many over-the-top things in these movies that you have to suspend your belief anyway, right? So there's already these things kind of in place where it's like characters can still be taken from us, and you can still feel emotion, but you're never truly gone until you absolutely are, right? Until they make it a point that you are gone. So I hope they're doing this smartly. Honestly, everything since Fast 5, I think, has been very, very smart. So I don't doubt that they've thought of these kind of things, because you can't cheapen death. Once you cheapen death in movies, in games, in TV, you do take away something. Actually, you take away a large chunk of something. But I think, honestly, to offset it, if you come back with Fast 9 and you have Han in it, right, depending on how much, and then you come in with Fast 10, you bring back Hobbs and Shaw, you do a CG brother thing with Brian, you have Gal Gadot come back, and you have Han, you have all these characters, I think we'll give them a pass. I think we'd be willing as a community to give these guys a pass where it's like, well, nobody really, like, the most important people didn't really die. But you know what? It's such an epic thing, and we've never seen something like this, besides, I guess, like Avengers. We've never seen this on the screen before, that will give it to you, right? I honestly feel like that's kind of the situation that we've arrived at. But hugely exciting. This is massive. Guys, if this is your first time watching, which hopefully it is actually for a lot of you, because we don't cover Fast and Furious on here. I'm a massive Fast and Furious fan. We're going to be talking about Fast and Furious leading in to F9. We're going to have a community series. We're going to have weekly videos talking about it. So if you guys like this movie franchise and like this movie, we're going to be doing more videos on the channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Hit that bell icon. Again, we're going to have loads of videos as we get closer to its May release. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next video.